What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going over something that's been highly anticipated in the scooter world. It is the boosted REV vehicle grade scooter. And what they mean by vehicle grade is they're not really selling this to the people that, you know, just want to have fun, beat it up and throw it away. They want to sell it to the people that are going to depend on it to get from point A to point B every day. And so in that, you know, they've built vehicle grade components. It's weatherproof. It's pretty tough. It's probably one of the most quality builds I've ever seen on a scooter. I mean, there is a couple things, you know, like that. I don't know that I dig so much, but other than that, I mean, it's really, even like this push, when you push down this here, just the spring system, it just feels solid. The throttle, we're going to go over a couple things that I really like about it and a couple things that I don't like about it. So let's get started. First things first is Boosted. Have you guys ever heard of Boosted? They're a skateboard company. They make high-end skateboards. And when I say high-end, you can go on Amazon, buy yourself a cheap skateboard, or you can go buy a Boosted. Boosted is going to give you that range, controllability. They just really got a good name for themselves in this particular market. So it made sense for them to just jump into the scooter market, right? Their controller on the skateboard is Bluetooth, but on here it's controlled by here. And this is one of my favorite features of this scooter is the throttle, you guys. Basically, it's just got this knurled wheel here, and you just push to go forward and pull to slow down. You know, there's no reverse, that's just slowing you down. So that's part of the 3 brake system, which we'll go over in 1 second. You guys, it's very powerful. It does 24 miles an hour. It gets up to 22 miles of range. So you're looking at dual motors, 1500 watts. So it's going to get you up a 25% incline. I had no problem climbing hills with this or anything like that. It does have safety on it, lights, and a 3 brake system. So I'll go over my favorite things, which is the throttle. Love the throttle, think it's awesome. Build quality, I'm loving the build quality on this, you guys. Everything just feels great about the build quality. Everything from down here, if you go down to just the way you get the handlebars down, you know, you just push this in, push this out. I'm trying to do it with one hand, and then she'll go down, connect in, and boom, you can pick it up. 46 pounds this thing weighs, so it's not that heavy. It's heavier than like a Xiaomi 365, but it's still a decent weight to carry around. It is raining, obviously. It's weatherproof, so we're good. And so is my camera. So to bring it back up, we just go like this. And I just noticed you can just click this back up. Boom, locked with my foot. That's great. The 3 brake system, that's one thing I didn't like about it. Yes, it has 3 brakes. Each one's different, and one kind of excels the other, right? I did like the mechanical brake. That's probably the best brake on the whole vehicle. It stops you the fastest, but it just feels so mushy to me. I mean, there's no brake control. I can't feel it braking there at all. I mean, you just basically pull and hope that it slows you down, and if you pull hard enough, it will, you know, lock up that rear wheel. The second way to brake is right here, you guys. This is the FENDER stop. I'm not a fan of these, you guys. They do seem very cheap and cheesy to me. I don't know why they actually put this into the system. It does slow it down, but it just doesn't seem efficient. It seems like it's just gonna, you know, not good for the wheel. And we're going to talk about the deck in a second, but it's just, I don't know, but it does feel nice. They did a good job with the springs. And the third way to brake, you guys, is right here. You just reverse the throttle. So that's going to be your regenerative braking. So if you really need to stop, and I did test it, I'm probably showing you right now, you can hit all 3 and she'll stop pretty good. Vehicle grade, it looks great. It's got headlight on the front, light on the back. Super simple to use, you guys. Basically hold the power button in, she'll fire up like that. You have your gauges here. It also has Bluetooth compatibility. I've only rode it once, so I'm giving you guys my first impressions of it. To change the gears, it's just 3. So you hit it 3 times and it'll go to speed 1, speed 2, speed 3. So if you really need to get that longevity out of it, you're going to be on speed 1. Personally, I was in speed 3, and I got approximately 13-14 miles out of it, but I was really hard on it. It was the first charge. We're going to do another charge test when we compare it with another vehicle. Right here, to turn the lights on, it's just 2. So then you have your headlight that comes on, and also your tail light. And the cool thing about the tail light is, you guys see it on, when I pull the brakes, it's just like a nice slow glow. You know, I do like that. I like how that's integrated into the unit. Then to turn it off, you're just gonna hold it. Again, does have Bluetooth app compatibility. Even the bell's kind of cool. At first I thought, you know, I'd have to like flick it, but look at this. It's like a weird spring in there, mechanical. So you just pull back and it does it when you go forward. So that's cool. Bells do help, you guys. It's better than saying on your left, stuff like that. And always wear a helmet. You're always going to want to wear a helmet in this vehicle. So now let's get to what I didn't like about it. There's two things I really didn't like about this vehicle, and it has to do with ergonomics. Board, you guys, looks great, everything, but when you actually get on it, it's a lot shorter than you think. I found I had to put my foot up here a lot, and I also found myself, one of my feet kept hitting this thing back here. I tried to put it up here and rest it. You can, but you really have to put no pressure, otherwise you're going to be rubbing that brake. I just didn't like this thing right here. I just felt like this board needs to be just a little bit more longer for a little more comfort, and this just has to be removed somehow. And I understand that they did all this work to make the handlebars fold, so I'm not an engineer. I don't know how they would do it, but for overall ride quality, I didn't like that. Second thing that I didn't like about the ride quality was the angle here. See the angle of the bars? I feel when I was riding it that these bars were really close to me. You know, on my Dualtron, I'm out a little ways, right? I could actually move back on the board. And I think that's maybe another part to do with the board, right? Maybe if they moved the board back and didn't move that, it would help. But for me, I just felt really cramped on this board, really cramped. I mean, to a point where I was just uncomfortable a lot. My girlfriend rode it. She loves it. She thinks it's great. She didn't say anything about it. So the board, the handlebar placement, and the mushy brakes are the only thing that I really do not like about this. Other than that, I think it's a very quality scooter. It's low to the ground. That's another thing my girlfriend said, is she likes it because it's low to the ground. It's a little bit more stable, she said, but there is no suspension, right? So you do have pneumatic filled tires, but not having that suspension on long rides, you are going to feel it. Another great thing about this though, you guys, is 3-hour charge time. That's very rapid for a vehicle of its class. Usually you're looking, you know, 7, 8 overnight to charge a scooter. This scooter charges in 3 hours from 0 to full, which is pretty good. So, you know, let's say you got to go somewhere, you're just a little shy on that charge. That means you're really getting somewhere when you plug it in and charge it. So, I mean, a half-hour charge might get you that extra, you know, 3 miles or whatever. So let us know what you guys think. I have some comparisons coming up with this with the other scooters that I have, and it's very interesting to see, and I'm going to tell you guys which is my favorite scooter out of all of them. So that's it, you guys. This is my first ride, first run. I just wanted to get this up. I got it a couple weeks ago. I just wanted to be, you know, proactive and get the video up there. I'm going to be comparing it against a couple other scooters that I have. I think it was around $1,600, something like that, $1,500. Pretty decent. I like it a lot. It's definitely, like I said, the quality is immaculate, except for this piece right here. I don't know if I like that too much, and it looks like, I don't know what's in there, if I see wires or not, but definitely water could be getting in there. You know, if it rains, definitely just hits here. So not sure about that. Maybe I'll pull it off and see what's under there. But other than that, I mean, it's just a really cool little scooter, right? Let me know what you guys think. Comment below. It's going to be really interesting when I compare these to the other scooters, because there's scooters that are more expensive than this that I'm going to compare it to, and there's scooters that are cheaper than this that I'm going to compare it to, and all have different features, right? But who's going to be the best scooter of them all? And I think after having 5 or 6 scooters now, I know what my favorite scooter is, and I know what the best scooter out there is. And I don't know if it's going to be a surprise for you guys, but so I'm going to have some videos coming up soon, and I appreciate you guys sticking with me, clicking the subscribe button. You know, this is just a hobby channel. It's like, it's just fun to do, right? So I've had this thing for a couple weeks now. I wanted to get it done sooner, but I just couldn't. So I'm throwing it up now real fast, but we're going to have a more in-depth, detailed review after I ride it for a while, and a comparison to all the other scooters that I have. All right, you guys, peace out.